Greetings everyone, Chino2213 here for a build video. Today I'm going to be talking about my take about the Essence Drain CI Trickster build. Just a couple things before I start. I've never played a CI or Energy Shield based build before, so this is my first. And I can honestly say it's amazing. It was very easy for any new beginners. I completely recommend it as a starting build. If you've never played any build in PoE, definitely try this. This build has a lot of variety, such as its uniques and rares. A lot of its gear pieces can be switched from uniques to rares and vice versa. But there are two uniques that you're basically required to use. The Consuming Dark Dagger for your poison stacking and Valyrian Moonstone Ring for your stun. There is another option for stun mitigation, and you basically need to use the Amulet Eye of Cholula. But keep in mind you do lose an amulet slot which can be used for energy shield, sometimes chaos damage and resists, so you lose out on that. I recommend going with Valyrian. The other uniques that I'm currently using are the Heretic's Veil helmet, which allows me to use a third curse, and Voidwalker's boots, which gives me pierce every time I kill recently, which is basically all the time. And it's better to use Voidwalkers instead of going to the pierce nodes in the tree and getting the pierce gem. It saves you on a couple nodes and a whole socket. The uniques that you can use for leveling are the Winds of Change gloves for the projectile damage. It like double dips or even triple dips in your build. The Gull Raven mask, which produces shrines, which is just amazing in and of itself. I actually use this for mapping. The uniques that I maybe would want to change is my chest piece. I had a 5-link 680 ES chest most of the time. Right now I have a Skin of the Loyal. A couple other options is you can go +1 Tabula, which doesn't really have that much like defenses. It's just a +1. And if you want to go completely out of budget, you can go Shav's Lowlife. These are basically the uniques that you need to use. As of right now, my damage in Path of Building, it's estimated about like 190k DPS, which is pretty good. I'm pretty sure it can do like Shaper, the Guardians, and Uberzaro, Adziri. So the links you want to use with Essence Drain are Void Manipulation, Slower Projectiles, Empower, Rapid Decay, and Control Destruction. If you want just a 5-link, get rid of Empower. My dagger, I have Wither with Spell Totem and Increased Duration. Wither is very nice because it usually withers like bosses, like more damage on the boss. Nice. My cast when damage taken setup is on my glove. Cast when damage taken, I have a Val Lightning Trap here with Stone Golem for the life regen. Right here I'm just leveling a Control Destruction. My boots, I have Shield Charge, my movement ability with Fortify and faster attacks. I'm also leveling here increased area effect. Fortify is really nice because when you actually hit like a boss, like you dash into a boss like a Zaro, you get like Fortify for like 5 seconds or whatever. It's a very nice damage reduction. Like I said, you need Valyrian Moonstone Ring. I recommend getting like a ring like this with a shit ton of resists to compensate for the cold resistance lost with Valyrian. On my necklace I have a +1 additional curse, which is why I'm using a Heretic's Veil with Enfeeble, Vulnerability, Temporal Chains. Here I just have my Discipline. You see I'm actually running 3 curses. On my shield I have Contagion with faster casting and increased area effect for clearing. So for the defenses of this build, my flasks, Witchfire's Brew, 100% increased evasion rating, damage over time, creates smoke cloud, really sexy. Quicksilver Flask of Heat. Mana Flask, Staunching. I don't usually use it that much, but on bosses I like to use it to spam my Essence Drain. Second, 4th Flask, Jade Flask of Reflexes. Right now, if you notice, my evasion rating is around 5,400. When I pop it, 19,400. Even more chance to evade attacks. Rumi's Concoction. I'm already using a shield. More chance to block spells. More chances to block attacks. Voidwalkers, 20% chance to avoid projectiles while phasing, which you already do. In the Ascendancy, Shade Ghost Dance, 5% chance to dodge attacks and spell damage. Shade Form, 20% chance more to evade attacks while not on full energy shield. Aside from all of this, you have one of your main sources of defenses are your curses. Enfeeble, huge form of tankiness. just people start missing shit, temporal chains, and vulnerability actually damage instead of defense. So you notice that this build has a lot of defenses just aside from the 10,000 energy shield. For your skill leveling tree, you want to get coordination, get blood siphon for leveling, get growth and decay, reach here, get ridden in blood, atrophy, go get hexmaster, don't get chaos inoculation just yet, don't take this mana reservation just yet also, go through here, get the AoE nodes. I actually took this melding life wheel for leveling. You can take the strength if you need it. Life, mana, energy shield. I have an energy from within jewel here, which affects everything within the radius. Damage over time, additional curse, energy shield. Go here, get zealot's oath, and when you reach here, you should stop. Ask yourself, can I get an additional curse? If you can, start getting sovereignty and the mana reduction node. If you can't, that's fine. Then head down, get more chaos damage, more evasion rating, energy shield, and right here you should start focusing on getting your third curse. Right here you have mana reservation, over there you had mana reservation, and sovereignty gives you a lot of mana reservation. In addition to the heretic surveil, it'll allow you to have barely just enough mana for your 3 curses. Okay, so when should you take chaos inoculation? Well, you need some kind of a program like Path of Building to show you how much your energy shield will be before and after chaos inoculation. So when you get Path of Building, import your character, and when you click chaos inoculation and the 3 nodes with it, you can like respec out of blood siphon and get the more energy shield. You should have at least around like 6,000 to 7,000 energy shield, closer to 7,000. That's around like a comfortable area where you're not risking just dying and being stunned to all hell. So yeah. And about the ascendancies, what you should do, you should get Patient Reaper first for the early game damage and the recovery rate. Then what I recommend is getting Weave the Arcane. It completely gets rid of all your mana problem. Chance to recover 10% of your mana when you use a skill, instant recovery, reduced damage taken, tankiness. It's really sexy. Then when you, this is around Cruel, when you reach Merciless, get Ghost Dance and then respec out of Weave the Arcane and put it into Shade form. You need Shade form when you reach Merciless. Then Uber, get Weave the Arcane back. I found this was like the most efficient way. But the crazy thing is you can actually use the other ascendancies. Walk the Ether gives you clear speed, and Swift Killer Frenzy charges. If you want to go with Frenzy charges, you can get Swift Killer. I actually started out this build hoping to get Swift Killer, so I actually ended up killing or actually helping out Kraden. But then I started thinking that mana problems is gonna be like a huge issue. So I respect out of that and then tried Weave the Arcane. Yeah. And finally, I'm going to be talking about the jewels and the mods in order of priority for Essence Drain. Number 1 is projectile damage. You should really focus on getting projectile damage in pretty much most of your jewels. Projectile damage triple dips into Essence Drain. It affects Essence Drain's instant damage, its damage over time, and its poison. Other mods are increased chaos damage, increased damage over time, increased spell damage, and the generic increased damage. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time.